Welcome everybody back to EPL. We only got one game today. That one game has been delayed a bit, so well, apologies on our end for that. But we do have a banger of a matchup coming up. It will be Permitta versus the Gaimin Gladiators. Promotion elimination. Who will make it into the playoffs? Who will get kicked down? Gaimin Gladiators with Nikodos, who has been having an amazing event thus far. Is one of the players to watch. Of course, playing with Heroic. That didn't really quite work out, as that whole upper echelon of the Danish scene is in a bit of a tumble. As Permitta, of course, the Polish team now with a friend in there who moved on from EP Enterprise, now in Permitta. Permitta, with this lineup, they did have a very good run about 3 months ago, before the summer break. They haven't been that convincing afterwards, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Ancient will be picked by them to open up this best of three. Then we'll head over to Inferno, and then lastly, Anubis. So, yeah, pretty obvious map choice. You can see it here. You can see it here in the map pool. Pretty comparable between both of the teams, although Permitta probably would have liked to play Mirage. On the other end, Gaimin Gladiators would have probably liked to pick Nuke. I mean, there wasn't really much to game with within these vetoes, and then the result becomes a pretty obvious one. And how fitting that we start with a tech pause. No, welcome everyone. It feels good to be back. It's been a while. It's been a while. Just a quick update on me. I've gotten a new job. We're rolling in. Oh, we got a face popping up here and there. That's some jump scares, some spooks. Oh, there it goes again. But yes, for these both teams, Gaimin Gladiators, of course, the old ecstatic roster. They are in pretty good shape. They won quite a lot of games previously. They even managed to beat Cloud9. And for a lot of these players, their old organization, ecstatic. Both teams managed to beat Kono, lost against TSM, and Permitta even managed to beat Talon in the CCT tournament, which is actually pretty impressive because I thought that Talon roster would be a bit better. Nikodos with the triple mid play. Mary gives the call out through. I can see a good chunk of control gained over towards the A bomb site. Nikodos is looking from a distance to hold this one back, and that's another great shot. Nikodos is off for the ace. Okay, that was Nodios hitting the shot. Oh my goodness, that was a pretty crazy pistol from Nikodos. He gets himself in there with the opening round. As we have friend having a short disconnection. I think it's just going to relog real quick. But it's nice for me to call out the player to watch and then have him instantly get a wonderful triple kill, all one taps on that P2K. We don't see it often anymore. Woxic is one that carries it. It's interesting how the P2K, like the only players really using the P2K are the oppers, which is quite an interesting sort of development. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think everybody is returning to their spots, hopefully. Yeah, we're having a slow start. This makes it a bit more difficult to, stay in the flow of things. Um, I think these players are used to it, are used to a lot more. Everyone on the Gaimin Gladiators team is has major experience actually in the bag. Nodios Kragan Queenix with Ecstatic. Roy back with Copenhagen Flames. And Nikodos, of course, with Heroic. Wait, did they make the major with Heroic? Before I start spreading misinformation. I do love myself some misinformation. Yes, they did make it. Oh, wait, but that wasn't with... No, that wasn't with thing yet. With Nikodos. Has Nikodos never played at a major? I'm very confused now. He must have, right? Maybe with Fnatic? No. Yes? Or also with Cope? I'm so confused now. But hey, that's how we roll. I'm also... I don't know why I can't find it, but hey, it's whatever. Going to fill the dead time here. Oh, feels new, man. I feel like I haven't cast in so long. We should be ready to get it going back soon again. Around 2 minutes, and then we'll be back live when everyone's set up again. Hopefully, that will be it in terms of the tech pauses. We've had quite enough already. I'll be okay if we don't have any more. There we go. Gaimin Gladiators getting the first round, preventing the bomb from getting planted. Oh, well. We have another. We have another. Yeah. For both of these teams, of course, as said, we are on the elimination game, the final elimination game of the EPL for this group. That will be Group D. Kono already eliminated. TSM already promoted towards the playoffs. We're also looking at actually this group only had white and gray logos. So we'll head back over to me for a bit. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a bit more of a rundown of what we have actually seen in this EPL season. Johnny Speeds, of course, already in Passion UA and Alternate Attacks. One of these teams is going to join them. We are going to head over for a quick break whilst we're getting the issues fixed with the players, and then we'll be back with round number 2. So see you guys in a bit. Hang in there. the tech pauses, we have had multiple players with multiple different issues. And it has been a bit of a trouble fixing as, I mean, not only the same issues, so it's not the same fix, and yada yada yada. Now, the XM already getting a couple more kills. Stopped in their tracks this half buy. I think it was it a half buy? No, it was actually a pretty full investment from Permitta. And now we're just waiting. Friend is looking to maximize, at least maybe get a kill or two, but the chainsaw from Roy is more than good enough to take a couple of extra kills. I really need to put some WD-40 on my chair. I will do that maybe tomorrow. As now we are gonna get just the Deagles. Should be right. I'm curious if Permitta will actually be able to get all of the util in a quick maths. Says that they won't be able to. Tomiko, nice Deagle shot, make that 2. As he is able to hold back a bit. Doesn't quite get that scary from for the boys of Gaimin Gladiators. Should be alright here. Bit of a run, a bit of a stroll for Permitta. Bomb is still in their control, and if they get past Nodios, Kragan will respond, of course, quickly, but there might actually be something to gain here. If Nodios steps out too wide, gonna give the information over to a friend, the back is turned. No kill yet, but Kragan now. Oh, yeah, everyone's low. Yeah, should be the next round coming up. Alrighty, so Gaimin Gladiators, they have taken control over lane and middle, both in the pistol round and the following. But, of course, it was a bit of a lighter opposition. Now, we're gonna have the full AKs out. I bring some extra threats with it. Instant smokes from both teams. Only the one, it's only Kragan. The M4 will be holding middle. We have Queenix, who came through Donut, I think for the early sound cue for the rush, but matter of fact, they're walking still. It's going to be quite fast in towards the A bomb site. The entire other end of the map gets cleared. Half the Donut 8 by Gaimin Gladiators. Or half of the footlong, you know? When you get the subway, you get a footlong, one half already eaten. The other half now has a bomb planted in it. Gaimin Gladiators are going to have to recover this Mary. Looks away, but is not able to get both. A response quickly. Closing in now are the Gladiators. Kragan is sharp. It is just the clutch opportunity now with 7 HP, the clutch opportunity. And Nikodos is just going to wide swing, very confident in his plays. The kit picked up in time. Actually got quite close there. Not gonna lie. (4-0). Continuing the fight. Not necessarily a big change up from Permitta at the start, at least at starting util. Wants to clear middle this time. Kragan putting the pressure, but Permitta put a bit of a halt to it. sort of mid-speed movements, these sort of third gear plays from Permitta at the start of the round. Something that we'll likely see a bit of a change later on, but the mid, like this. Nikodos is ready for it though. And oh, so sharp onto Tomiko. Mast losing all of his power, all of his influence, is nowhere again and easily gets rushed down. Again, the bomb site gets given up, but a retake on this bomb site 5 versus 3 with all the util that is still available. You just don't feel the worry for the Gaimin Gladiators. And especially not with Nikodos finding one more. Nodios! Able to find the killing cave and holding the perimeters. More than enough. Permitta having some struggles. Masked, still 0 and 5. A half by again. Roy, don't know if he's aware, and yeah, a bit of a pierce through. Patching up the wound is going to be Nikodos and Nodios. The double ends, and Nikodos. Tech 9s can be a bit overwhelming with that left to right step. Playing Just Dance. Also tap firing that tech. All of a sudden, Binox is able to make a play. Phoenix just turns away. The clock on the time of Binox. Timing up there. Phoenix. We got the 5-1. Has the Blastman Falcons is actually beating FaZe. Oh, desperate. Enox rushing in, but Nikodos. Another great find. We haven't seen him on the AWP yet, and I don't think he's too worried about that. Friend now has an op. Dragon, full blind. Oh, the double flashbang. That second one really destroyed all hopes of getting anything done here. With us, with the shadow, finds a miniature gap. 3 versus 3, and still it's Nikodos fighting, but AWP dealing with the rest. Roy in a similar situation as Queenix. In the last. With the flanks coming in from Mas. Will Roy check this? No, he will not. And that is a very easy opening kill for Mast. A very easy way to get on the scoreboard. Good rotates, and Gaimin Gladiators financially are starting to struggle a bit. Just a bit. You know, not much. Still a decent buy, right? You can these MP9s, they might be the first. Apologies, they might be the first like real weapons change that we see in CS2, because mind you, we haven't seen weapon tweaks pretty much at all for the past 2 years. What else? Might have not done all too well going in for the jumping shot there. Enox most had 2 right. Is able to clear it out, and that's a lot of control that comes with that death. Most is able to take down one more. Or is it taken down in the middle? Just a lot more options here for the T side. Now with all the util, Friend gets down to low HP. Nikodos 17 kills already. Friend is holding the line. Misses the shot. Nikodos slides out wide. It's a 4K. 18 kills already in 9 rounds. In 8 rounds, this man has 18 kills. He is on a tear. Nikodos exists in this sort of weird performance realm in between tier 1 and sort of the lower end of, like, there are very little teams around the tier 2 level at this point where you can really look at it and say this is the level where Nikodos can play at. This is the level where they should be, right? Where he should play. If you look at it, I mean, teams like maybe a Sungal or something, but you don't need another Opper. Just very little options. TSM maybe, but he's already tried those teammates. They also have a great Opper in Acor, who has proven tier 1 skills as whilst I'm yapping. I'm very fast into the B bomb side, and this timeout works out quite nicely. Queenix is afraid he's being held. Lost is likely to go down here. This is yeah. Queenix comes from behind. Another AK saved. Just go for the saves here. There is legit no other option. The B bomb side falling in an instant. Giving Permitta a third. Gaimin Gladiators have already equalized this half. Nikodos staying alive, saving the KD for a bit. And all of this without the AWP. I mean, it's actually logical. It's very hard to consistently multiple rounds multi-frag with an AWP. We are seeing a sort of evolution back towards the riflers a bit more. Similar to what it was way early in Global Offensive. Before the KDSs really came along. Friend going out for a wide peak. He does get burned. Just not able to find the timing on Nodios. Beanox has moved through. Nodios is the only line of defense with the SMG. But a fallback for Permitta again and slight reset. Stepping away from the painting usually gives you a bit of a better perspective. Whilst creating it. That's exactly what Permitta are doing here in round number 10. To make something beautiful of this, taking mid control, a possible B split available, or the mid play, because middle rarely gets held in a 4 versus 4. Usually is one of the gaps that becomes eroded. Moving in, the shadow advantage and the double setup in cave is more than good enough. They were banking on this, but I don't know if that was the greatest bank to go on. Losing a bit of their investment, Permitta. 4 versus 2. Tomoko looking to get active. Looking to get moving. Don't want to overextend as the T side. But it is so difficult against 4 players to hold down your lines. Friend in a 1v4 probably won't be able to stop the plant. So he will stop them from getting a free AWP. The AWP is fading away. And the Danish pick up round number 7 and still the possibility of a 9-3 half. which would be pretty ridiculous. Speaking about ridiculous, Nikodos is rocking 180 ADR. That is insane. That is crazy stuff. Two more kills, and he got the same amount of kills as Snappy in a whole best of 3 against Vitality. Or was that Snappy? No, Stare. Nikodos getting scared by his own teammate a bit there. Flashbang's perfect, and it's just the calmness radiating. Nikodos is playing at 432 hertz, right? Those calming YouTube videos. That's what he's playing at. His friend chucks himself in with a double, triple kill. And now Tomiko finding one more friend. He's taking this round completely for himself. And that attack on Nodios should be more than enough. Not daring the op save, expecting others to be close.
Bomb has been planted.
A friend stepping in to save them with a triple kill in middle. Nodios going for the save. So, at least the 8-4 have secured. You can work with that on the CT side. You absolutely can. Tactical timeout right before the final one of the half. That's an important one. Because if you lose the pistol in the next, either it's going to be 7-7 or 8-6. And that's just that tiny buffer that you'd want. Also, comparatively, not the greatest of weapons. I mean, Gaimin Gladiators haven't had to eco this entire half. That has been pretty impressive. Right, their lightest buy was, I think, around number 9. Around number 8. Where there's 1 or 2 pistols, the rest on SMGs and rifles. It's gonna be the late half, a rush, cause why not? Teams always do this. I don't know why teams aren't more prepared. Tomiko eating a couple bullets, but that's just for lunch. Nothing that makes him too full. This flank is gonna be very important because this is the only avenue that isn't smoked. And it does open up a lot of angles on the bomb side. Beanox with a great win. There's a bit of a gap even for him. It's a very unlikely retake. And now it becomes even more unlikely the 5v2. A mowdown is there. 7-5. Permitta scrape it together. That is pretty much the story of this half. Going down 5-0. Very scrappy round, wins 1 or 2 just by a minimal timing. I mean, you still win the rounds on those timings, right? It is still a decision you make when to push through, not to take away from them. But the CS itself didn't look too inspiring. Let's just put it like that. It didn't look too great. It really didn't. It just very bang average, by the book, ancient. Not a lot of great responses, and if it weren't for that triple kill from friend in mid, we are looking at a very different half. We are looking at possible 9-3 even. So, Friend, a high impact player he has always been, showing that again. Aggression, similar as the first pistol round, but this time not the instant results that Gaimin Gladiators had on the back of Nicholas Kragan. Roll back 1 or 2. Mast is just fighting here in this B bomb site, finding 2 kills. He's a stopper. A train stopper. As Mast finds a 3rd somehow, even the assist on the 4th. Where has this come from Mast? He was 0 in 5 at the start of this game, and all of a sudden he starts fragging. Bomb had been planted, so expect to see some Galils being bought in. Some Mech 10s, some Tech 9s. Or nothing. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll have a bit more time to think about it. As it will not be the Glils, it will be the Mech 10s. It's looking at... Look at fast play, close range. Go cave. Donut is a difficult one, a bit more of a difficult one. The B rush I've seen be effective. How in the hell is Falcons beating FaZe? This is embarrassing. Never mind. Never mind that. We're focused on Permitta versus the Gladiators, as it is going to be the mid play, but as expected, not the greatest amount of success. Mary's gun is empty, but so is Kragan's. Glock. Ah! Hey! He does find one eventually. The Glock's not your friend against armored opponents. But after such a dominant start, we're back at a tie game. 8-8. We haven't seen the op in Nicholas's hands yet. Again. Now they move on towards the T side. I don't even know if they want to give it to him. A lot more util towards middle, and you see the power that it brings with it. Queenix with a lovely double opener, and that's gonna completely change the course of this round. Mid fight so impactful, and you're just gonna have to let this bomb get planted. One thing that is interesting about Ancient is that if you go for a heavier mid setup, it usually takes away from the control of the A bomb side. Whereas for maps like Mirage and stuff, Mirage and Inferno not as much. Anubis kind of has the same. But if you... Well, not necessarily. For some teams, Anubis has the same. But if you load up middle on Mirage, especially, and sometimes Anubis, you just take players from both bomb sides, right? So you go with one player less on B, you go with one player less on A, and then you'll play 3 mid, 1 A, 1 B. That's very common, especially on Mirage. On Ancient, that is kind of just not the thing to do. Like, every time you load up middle, it's usually just, yeah, one guy kind of supports from lane, but that is still very much the B-bomb side of the map. And the others just come from A. So as soon as you lose that mid fight, 9 times out of 10, the A bombs, it's completely vacant. And again, they want to put this pressure on middle. And there is only the AWP save. Friend will find an opening kill with it. We've seen him have that impact before. That op more powerful in his hands than in most. And time timings from Moss. These pistols are being a bit annoying. Oh, and they are finding some great timings. This is lovely work from Permitta, as they play off each other very well. Low HP, so Queenix can deal with this. Also the fact that there isn't any armor. And no. Whoa, Kragen, that is massively risky. This has been picked up, but yeah, the no armor. Queenix is having a field day with it. It's just the AWP from Frent now left, and I don't think he judges his own chances all too highly. And that's what you see. You see the fall back, you see the retreat. You see Gaimin Gladiators getting a relatively similar start as in the previous half. This time only Permitta got the first two. But Gaimin Gladiators looking very strong. Dropping some more weapons. The economy from the T side, not too good. Right, they are building something up, but mind you, there is to be a significant investment now. There's 2-round difference again. We're back with the full buys from Permitta, and they want to do something about this mid control. Mary gets sent in for that. So much util. Look at how wide they're stepping in middle. No one's hearing this. It's a great response from the Gladiators. A lovely read. Through the smoke, one falls. Retaking this bomb site is easier than most. Straight through the smoke. Beam comes through, and look at us having trouble not getting too many kills in this second half thus far. 3 versus 3 made. Bomb site now. Oh, it's not looking easy for Permitta to get back in via these ways. That's why. A slight reposition. There's no defuse kit. Oh, no, wait, there is. Mary actually has one. He's gonna come through middle. The time is ticking. You don't have the luxury of resetting your position, or maybe you have. Nodios, he just needs to hit the diffuser, and he will. That's gonna be the round over. 1 versus 3. Won by a single kill. They overlooked the donut position as Nodios comes in for a later rotate. Very nicely played. The safety pin in that whole side take. Worryingly, how bad the rest of the Gaimin Gladiators was able to hold on to that bomb site as soon as those smokes faded. But you win a round, so you're gonna be happy. Nikodos hasn't really been using the AWP much in past games. In recent times. Flash towards cave. Identical timing as the return. So, they trade the flashbangs, but the AKs are a bit too overwhelming, and Nikodos, I think, heard what I said about him not getting any kills. And he wants to continue to up that KD, keep it at least 2. His ADR has slightly decreased. (11-7), flawless after the pistol conversion from Permitta. Another attack commences in towards B. Permitta just don't feel the confidence to hold these early fights. They're scared. They're falling back, trying to do it with the rotates and flanks, and thingamabobs, and it's just not really working out. Yeah, you're still in close, right? This cave control is still very impactful. Krogan, under no circumstance, can go down. I say that right as he gets dropped. Roy has coverage. Mast on his own, he can't really complete anything from this cave position, and they're gonna be falling back. They're giving up overtime. Permitta, they just don't see a retake possible. And the Gladiators look at the win the map pick of Permitta to get themselves ready for their Inferno. Yes, with the save, Permitta do have pretty full investment. But it's just... It's hard to judge it enough. They throw all the smokes to fake the A presence. You see what that does? That completely tears away all the mid control. Look at that, it's nearly a quad rotate. Nikodos on his own, if he can get a kill or two here. If he can find some impact, that will be it. The rest of the team are waiting. Gladiators, they're being a bit shy about this. Like, yeah, well, we're throwing a fake, but we're not really gonna be playing with it. He's masked curious. I mean, with one man down, you are slightly limited. Still just Nikodos out in the open on the A-bomb side. It's such a weird round from the Gladiators. And now all of a sudden Mast does spot one, but he isn't able to do much else. Throws the smoke, then Nikodos activates. He's keeping two players busy. It's gonna be 3 versus 2 on the defense. Queen X might be getting stuck here. 4 versus 4. Nikodos still has this control. They're trying to avoid him. We'll have to go through cave, but no one's been here from the CTs. There's no information. Oh, what a beautifully executed round from the Gladiators. Absolutely deserved. Footsteps made. Nikodos with a free kill. Now the flank coming in. Mast sticking the defuse. But just to be spotted by Nikodos. And another headshot who fittingly finishes it off with a 4K. And the F deserves to be pressed for Permitta as they go down on Ancient. What a play there on the final round. That was actually very nicely done from the Gladiators team. And yeah, overall, just a great game from them. A great game from Nikodos. Absolutely insane, going for 140 ADR. Yeah, they've been running through them. Let's see if they can continue that when we head over to Italy, to Inferno, to see if the fire will still burn. Let's see when map 2 comes in. Welcome back as we have map number 2 with the map pick of Permitta. Swung one way. And now let's see if Gladiators can complete their own map pick. Make it a 2-0. We are having a interesting move from the Gladiators. Looking to go silent, avoiding the spot from Tomiko. That's been studied. Absolutely 100%. That timing was way too perfect to be accidental. As now, look at this control. Look at how they're playing. Short, fully open friend. He is holding the shorter side, but still that long position. They are going to challenge friend, who is going to move out now. Tries to get anything done. It will be nothing. We're going to go through Roy's favorite position, the archway. No kills? Somehow no kills? Still? Okay, there. It's Kragan with the first, and all of a sudden, a waterfall of frags coming in. The reroute towards the already open A bomb site is there.
Bomb has been planted.
3 versus 3. The HP slightly favoring the Gladiators. Of course, they have that bit of extra armor. Nikodos in this pit position. He's going to be the one to bring in the most influence, as he is going to be the one coordinating this crossfire. Queenix has to look both ways. That is going to cost him. Just holding him back. The fear of Nikodos is enough to slow this whole retake down, and that will be enough for the Gladiators to get themselves a pistol. We do have the CT force buy. Unsurprisingly, on Inferno. Friend with the scout. Yeah, there you go. Gone. Nico with the wide swing. Easily takes down one. The bombs left behind. They don't want to run into any risks. They are aware that this force buy is in play, but where is the stack? Nikodos is the one going on the adventure. He's blonde now, by the way. Oh no, he already was blonde. He's a different blonde now. They have checked everything. Most likely just going to be a save unless the Gaimin Gladiators are going to go hunting, which I don't really think they're in the mood for. So we're gonna have a good 40 seconds of waiting. Permitta, if they save these weapons, they got it for the next round. All right, they'll be alright. Just testing if their keyboards are still working, I guess. So that's the first 2 done. We're slowly waiting for the third round to get going. Instant smoke towards the B area of the map. Good to stop Kragan from getting some early control, but with the flash and the molly through, still find a way. Those 2 smokes actually used quite efficiently, because there might that might prompt them to walk in towards this stack over here from Permitta. Nicodos just able to tuck in. If that flash came a bit later, he would have been stuck out in the open. The recovery seemingly imminent as rotates are going back. Permitta expecting Gaimin Gladiators to be fearful of the stack, but they're just gonna stroll right through. No worries. Curious to see what Mosked's plan is. He's just gonna fall back. Unsurprisingly. Master Beanox especially, they have their armor, so might as well save. It's gonna spare you some dollars. Some dollaroos. We all need to spare ourselves some dollaroos. I never knew there was a room up there, up to the right of your screen. Like a wine room for the barrels. And there's a truck there? What? I never knew. Well, the more you know. Thank you, production. Or observer, rather. Beautiful. For those, nearly threw a nade down. Flashbang's good. Timing's better for Mary. Banana under the control of Permitta in the first gun round. Roy, the lurk on A. Spots Tomoko wanting to drop a nade. Now has a chance for this 1 versus 1. His friend missed a single op shot, losing a bit of control of the A bomb site. Molotov towards short. Stopping them, keeping the control for Roy and allowing an escape. Nodios has to be careful of the cross, but they're gonna go through apartments. That is masked. Friend with that AWP still. A very scary prospect. The Gladiators are stuck, right? They can't move anymore. They pick their positions. This is all you're gonna get in this 3 versus 2. Moss is holding down everything. Nade thrown in. They knew Roy was low. Moss spots one on the bomb site. Roy, by deduction, they must know where he's at, right? Or they don't. Okay, friend will flip the bricks as there's the defuse kit. No worries for Permitta. They pick up the first CT.
Counter-terrorists win.
Permitta playing bad after replacing Spavaku. Yes. Well, they've not been terrible, right? We've seen worse results after roster moves. Like we've seen it gone worse. So, it's not necessarily that bad, but I do understand the upgrade towards Friend, right? He was very wanted when he was an Enterprise, and I think he wanted to stay, and that whole organization was pretty comfortable up until recently, where I think the contracts were just running out. I think the pickup from, like, the pickup on Friend is a really good one, but he is a player that you need to, like, coordinate around. And I don't know if at this point in his career, the balance of having to be coordinated around and his level of skill is comparable. Right? That's a nice way to put it. Right? It's a bit like Smuya, for example. Like Smuya for the bigger teams, where yeah, you have to work around him a lot. Is that gonna be worth it? Depends. 2 opening kills and Banana this time for the Gladiators. Friend with the op on the B-bomb site. This is gonna be a bit scary. A Molotov close. Not necessarily know if that's on purpose. And, oh, another molly missed, friend. Traded after one more. Luckily, the numbers were significantly in the advantage of the Gladiators. Significantly enough that friend can be traded out, even if it's a double kill from him. Bomb will be planted now. Tomiko looking for Roy, looking for that lurk. As Moss just goes to the smoke. Don't really see Tomiko going for this. Most likely just going to be falling back. Honking horns in the background won't distract Tomiko from saving.
Terrorists win.
It'll be the 4-1 in typical Inferno. Well, we're having a quite a slow game. Lots of saving going on already. But it is what it is. Seaside looking quite comfortable, especially after this round, I reckon. Unless the Deagles and this single rifle from Tomiko can bring some surprises. And talking about surprises, Peekaboo Queenix goes down. That's a frustrating death. And Roy now. Oh, it's difficult. You're in the swamps with an alligator. In those apartments against the 5-7. 2 versus 5. They've lost 3 kills. Going through the smoke. They have the numbers for it. And the 180 from Mosk. What a force buy. Tomiko with that push, completely dismantling every single plan that the Gladiators had. And now you gotta be careful for those pushes. Ooh, how much fear has that given towards the Gladiators roster? Well, Permitta don't act upon keeping the control, and Mary just goes straight down through his smoke. Beanox, whoo, spray transfer won't be nice to him, as the Glock from Kraken takes him out. First 30 seconds for the B-bomb fight, the B-banana fight. Dragon fighting one more, and with 3 kills over towards Banana, I find it pretty interesting that Gladiators don't make the decision to go over towards the B-bomb. So they're letting Krogan get a bit more info, and as you look at the minimap, see the bomb getting out of the way. Queenix cleaning top middle. No, Banana has been cleaned by Krogan. They're clearing top mid, so the mid cross, the bomb can cross safely. Doing it very patiently. Permitta as well, not having a single move. And with the lurk still close, Queenix can absolutely take some weapons away here. If he wants. But it is going to be another save.
Terrorists win.
And a timeout even, so we got a whole bunch of nothing in a row. Permitta, it's 1-2 now for the full banana control fights. For Permitta. One round they won it all. But the other two hefty banana fights have been going the way of the Gladiators. It's been that low buy push where Tomoko got himself that one kill, the double kill from Mast at the end. That force buy, I think Permitta are going to be disappointed that that didn't bring many more results. Gaimin Gladiators had enough money built up that it wasn't as big of a momentum switch as it was. And the result is that Gaimin Gladiators just are okay. They lost a good chunk of money with that round, but we're gonna be fine. And Permitta, decision to not challenge Banana this round, trying to keep a bit more control over the top of middle. But as a great colleague of mine, Timo, once explained, you need one of both, either top mid or top banana. If you don't have both, you're gonna run into trouble, but it is gonna be a pretty decent hold. Lots of crossfires to deal with, and it won't be dealt with pretty much at all. So it goes under a bit of pressure here. Spotted by Roy. Nade blowing open the smoke, revealing Masked, unmasking himself. And after the timeout, Permitta, they got a lot more success. They don't give up the early kills anymore, the early deaths. And all of a sudden, they realize how much good they can do with all 5 players in the server. This is going to be the last buy. Well, maybe a half buy for Gaimin Gladiator. No. No half buys here. Not at all. We got 3 AKs at Deeg and a Tech 9. More than enough util to rival that of Permitta. Double Molotov. The challenge towards B is coming in now. And, oh, that's one spray through the smoke. Mary squeezing every single bullet out of that AK. Permitta, again, sharp on the rotates. And Queenix managed to get away without making any noise. Friend will have his vision obstructed. Don't know why he was holding it for that long, but Bartels with one more. The flash goes past 1. This deep banana hold is going to be more than enough. Nikodos will be difficult to deal with this. He's holding the angle where it can only fight Mast. Crosses now, and okay, that push for Mary is just in time. It's gonna be a 1 versus 2 for Roy. On his own, he's gonna get I was gonna say he's gonna get given a gift, but that gift is rigged. It's booby trapped with the 1 dig from Friend. And of Permitta closing the gap significantly now towards the Gladiators. Roy. Open up something with the Deeg. Again, we're gonna get these supposedly long-range fights. Oh, timing. Our friend. Sometimes it just doesn't work in your favor, does it? How close can the Gladiators get? How close can this Danish team get towards the bomb site, towards something working out for them? Well, Most is just gonna give himself up. Tomiko needs to play it cleanly now, friend. Try and get something done, but the Glocks, a couple of dinks in. Tomiko fighting ahead. Triple kill from Tomiko. He is the rock in the waters. He does not move. Beautiful 4K. If Tomiko goes down, that round is done. He was the only foundation left standing. And gonna go very aggressive. The flashbang actually hits him. Another flash thrown, and Queenix was aware of the possibility. I don't think he expected Friend to be the one to push there, but that second mid push is quite a popular one, especially if you can tuck into the staircase, giving yourself a bit more coverage. Beanox on the rotate, on the flank, taken out, an off angle for Queenix. And all of a sudden, these Gladiators shine their swords with the blood of Permitta. I could have used that at a different spot. But, Mary, I'll use it again when I'm casting, Gladiators again. Nicholas with the final kill, 4 players alive. That round looked like Permitta never even had any opposition on this map. Given any opposition on this map. This is a very strong T side from the Gladiators. Nades, mollies, flashes, and all the good as Friend just beamed one through the smoke. An early pick. Tomiko with one more. This Apps hold has been so strong within these apartments that it's weird that they're only coming back to it now after losing the A bomb site. Arguably a bit too much. Roy in a 1 versus 4, 1 versus 2 earlier didn't even work out, so this one surely isn't. 6-6, all equal at the half. As we'll head in towards half number 2, this pistol round is going to be quite important. We're going to get a bomb site stack. The second middle approached fast. And where the Gladiators were sort of keeping the information from Permitta. Permitta are not making it a secret. Also, not really any movement made by the 3 players setting up at top banana. Just feels so scary on Inferno playing the CT side pistols. It really, really does. You just don't feel the comfort, right? You know, at any point, you can just get rushed down. Now all the footsteps get queued in. Queenix, you're gonna queue in some kills, but Nicodos finds one before he gets flanked. Queenix somehow in the middle of the bomb site, still alive, but now triple flank coming in. Most, fumbling his weapons. 3 versus 3, a retake, never easy. Put the nade onto Tomiko. He is one of the players with armor. Another flashbang going in. They are closing the gap. They are closing the distance. No shots are being hit. Roy hits 2. That's Kragan actually with the 1. It's a 1 versus 1. Friend versus Roy. And let's see. Oh, the Glock's the taps the headshot angle. It's Friend with the Glock. That will get himself the success of a Permitta pistol. It's thrown over, hoping to deal with the plane. No force by actually from the CTs. Let's see how bad this mowdown will be. Oh, decent. And Mac 10 finishing off the final one. So, we are slowly dealing with it. Hello, Cabin Tap. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Hell yeah, my Twitter is sick. No, it's been a while since I've casted. It won't be a while anymore, but that's for another time. No, tomorrow I'll be live. I will be live again. Kragan tucking himself into that smoke. He's getting ignored. It's not a double kill, it's a team kill. 3v3. Bomb drop. That was quite chaotic. Where's the chapstick? Do you hear me smacking my lips? I do have dry lips. How the hell do you hear that? I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna be nice. Then I get roasted over my unchapped lips. Look at us. Close range. What a flick up. It's only the 1 kill. No dios. Long range. Whew. I got myself a bit scared. Binox. Hoping to get the spray through. No dios with some acrobatics to avoid the bullets. Binox with this waiting. He's gonna let Queenix get in towards the bomb site. There's a smoke down and an extra flash available for Queenix, but it's not even necessary as the bullets will be more than enough to do the job. Gaimin Gladiators, again, similar as the Ancient, losing the pistol in the following, and then instantly getting back with 1. Now, will we see the same thing as we saw in Ancient with now Permitta not winning a single round anymore? Maybe. Maybe not. Lots going to be riding on this round for the momentum of Permitta. This one's an important one. Both economies fragile still. Both economies in puberty. Starting to grow now. But not quite there yet. This is 2-player hold on A. Nikodos has to be sharp as ever. I don't think 1 is going to be enough. A flash straight through might be something, but Binox is there to cover. Double take over a long area. All of a sudden, a great response from the Gladiators. His friend. Not the HP to work with. a mere 11 points and already getting flanked by Roy. Gaimin Gladiator. What a response. A very quick rotate. A bit of a gamble, but the commitment was kind of spotted. And the rotate is a bit shorter from there. So if you, the moment you realize, all right, they might be rotating, you'd still be on time as being Gladiators. But flash timings, everything. That long play from Permitta. Getting all the air let out of it. And that means we have pistols. Quite effective pistols. In the hands of Binox. Those to hold off at least one dig. And now the numbers are finally equalized with less than a minute left to go. We should see no worries for the Danes. It must be a tough situation at this point with Heroic going international and Astralis being the other tier 1 organization from Denmark. You're kind of looking at, like, as a Danish player, it's like, yeah, I want to get to the top. And the top previously was Astralis, but the top now is, yeah, you don't want to be in Astralis at this point. Friend has himself a bit of a whiff. We all have that sometimes. That could have actually been quite impactful for the round there, catching Kragen, but it's not to be. Nicolas not going for the full wide swing, going ahead of the smoke. That's ballsy. Finds a bit of a gap behind that molly, but reveals himself. Now that smoke thrown down at 1 minute 20, you're not gonna cross this unless you're Stewie 2K. Gladiators really trusting themselves on their reactive play. Have been so passive, not in any way trying to force or coerce them to go somewhere, right? These banana fights, Gladiators has been pretty passive. Most of the time, every time they have fought, it's just been for like the half wall. Mostly, now they're gonna go for the re-aggress without any flashbangs, full dry, just numbers. And what a great success they gained from it. Bomb under control. 2 players on the other end. Nicolas with 1 more. It's just Friend with the AK who will be taken out. But that is job well done from the Gladiators. No announcement, nothing. They just go in dry. What a call. That is so good. That is just so good. Oh, I'm glazing here, but that is great. Got the Tech 9s out. Permitta. Legit, we may have the similar scenario as Ancient, with them just not getting any rounds. Staircase of damaging util, nade, molly, nade, another molly. So Permitta are already more than half wounded. before even getting a whiff of that fountain water splashing around that B. Oh, missed shot from Nikitas. These 3 Tech 9s, they're being treated with respect. You know, really setting up the crossfires, going for some of these peaks. And, yeah, every single Tech 9 had to deal with 2 players. Five in a row. The Gladiators, they're going strong, man. On fire. Or 4 in a row. 4 or 5. They are going awesome. As now Nikitas looking again for a wide swing. Similar play. They haven't seen it yet. Still, again, there has been 0 information of Nikitas doing this play. So they might actually... I could just go for it in the next round as well. Depending if the util is similar, of course, for Permitta. He sees 3 nades going flying towards top middle. I don't really think he's going to be facing across that smoke. Kragan going to reset himself in the position. Why do you peek that? And how is he alive? Oh my god. I play at like 20k level in Premiere. And every time I peek that angle through smoke, I'm dead. And Kragan just goes, ah, I'll have a look. Oh, jeez. Crazy man. Well, his teammate pays the karma price. He will be taken out through the smoke. We're just still leaving Kragan alone. Switching between smoke and a molly, but now both are late. Oh, not the greatest of choices individually. Like, yes, they would have possibly been able to just smoke the molly and been able to go through, but Beanox is keeping them busy, or Tomiko, sorry, is keeping him busy. He's getting a radio silence, and yeah, there's absolutely no damn way you can deal with this now. Permitta getting a 9th. It's the first T-side round, the first second half round that they score. Oh, no, wait, actually not. It's the 5th second half round that they score. That they score currently. Hey, my little sister watched the stream for a bit.
Terrorists win.
That's fun. I'm going Project Juliana on her. You know, trying to make the best female CS player. I know. If she gets interested, we might. We might try. Nah, we won't. But hey, nades flying through. Must. Trying to get something. Kragan has found a bit of a gap. Not even touched by the Molotov. Beanox and Kragan. It's gonna be an interesting fight, although already close towards top middle. Nodios. Very calm with that smoke. Beanox doesn't know what to look at. Sees the head of Nikitas floating above a grey mass. And all of a sudden, Kragan. 5 Nights at Freddy's in close range. It's a bit of a peekaboo. 1 man up. Queenix just clocked that he spotted a bit of a movement in the apartments. Permitta are also retying their shoes, right? They wanna get some good footing for the rest of this round. It's not gonna be all too easy. You're missing that single number play, and again, Gladiators, they're just loading up. They trust Nikodos on this B hold, and why not? Finally has the AWP in his hands. Feels a bit late. Now you have a 3-man crossfire in the middle of this bomb site, and you just never deal with that. One of the moves you could go for is like have one guy throw all the flashbangs, but then it's a clean 3v3 on the bomb side. A bomb site, mind you, that is touched by 0 utility from the T side. So no mollies in deep, all from short. I mean, you just losing that one player and having a response from Gladiators like that. You maybe are just gonna have to challenge Nikodos on B, but yeah, that's a rock and a hard place scenario there. Three nades all making their way down, and sort of response might be a bit heftier over towards B. You see Mary and Beanox getting a bit closer range. Haven't mentioned Mary much in this game, in this map. He's not necessarily been invisible, but he's also not been the most active. Flash, we're getting control of the top banana. Early warning system with the smoke still down. It's going to be a slowed Polish push. And the rotates running in. Will they be on time? The smokes will be a bit annoying for Roy, but he can absolutely make a play for this. Nodios, great frag on one. Spots one going wide. Tomiko will find a kill, but then Roy threw a smoke. Nikodos with another flash from deep. 3 versus 2, and that's all they have. One smoke, one molly gets thrown out now, but we're still gonna have the flank. Beanox makes it a 2v2 actually. Only a single flashbang. Look at how far away Kragan is. Permitta. A beautiful opportunity to extend play here. Flash is not gonna touch friend, but Kragan, what a peek. Expecting short! But that retake will be short. As it's Gaimin Gladiators taking the 13-9. And not really letting Permitta get close across this best of 3. It was a great performance from the Danish team, the Danish squad, as we see some beautiful bell peppers lying on the floor. And that's gonna be it for Permitta in this season of EPL. We are gonna be gone. I mean, season 19 is ending them for them right here. Gaimin Gladiators, the 2 Danish organizations from this group, are going to be the ones that move through. And Denmark continuing again, and especially now, it's been more than in a while, where you see the Danish teams in the tier 2 bubble, tier 3, tier 2, really start to take control. TSM, Ecstatic, Gaimin Gladiators, what is it? Preezy's even doing quite well. I mean, they're all firing on a lot of cylinders. Their engines are rolling. So looking forward to see how far all the Danish orgs can get in this tournament. That is it for today. We've had a very long game, considering it was a 2-mapper. But what will also happen is we'll also have a 3-match extravaganza tomorrow. So for tomorrow, stay tuned, get tucked in, and for 3 matches of EPL, get yourselves ready, because we will be finishing off the group stages tomorrow. So guys, thank you guys all very much for watching. Everyone from the playoffs will be known by tomorrow, so tune in and get ready for some beautiful CS. See you guys, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Central Eastern Time, for more CS. Bye-bye.